Good evening, or afternoon, or morning, depending where in the world you might be. My name is Guthrie Thomas. I'm a guitarist and songwriter, among other things. And welcome back to a Presonus Studio One professional version discussion. Today we're going to talk about automation. This, of course, is my professional website. I'll put it up here. I always do. For those of you not familiar with my work, you can check it out on YouTube. Just type in Guthrie Thomas. I've done probably 40 albums of my own, produced another 30, I think, and several motion picture scores. No brag, just fact. And if you want to check it out, just type in Guthrie Thomas on YouTube. I'm sure you might find something of interest or of no interest, depending on how you look at it. My family puts my stuff up there all the time. All right, let's get to Studio One, automation. Enough with the advertising and promotion. All right, as you can see, I've already imported some tracks here. These are live tracks we did at the studio last week. I'm going to show you some automation that I do here at home, just so I can get myself a very accurate rough mix that I end up mixing and take back down to the studio, and we kind of follow my outline from there since it's my record. Now, everybody's sound is different. Don't mind mine. All right, now automation basically is having your faders, or pots as they were once known by Jerry Garcia and Bobby Weir when we used to hang out. We called them pots, and today they're basically known as faders, but regardless of what you call them, they are volume control levels, and you control them by moving these up and down. Pretty simple concept, really. Now, I've set these all at sort of a rough, really messy mix, just to demonstrate some automation, so don't take the sound too seriously if you can hear it at all. All right. Now, over here is your output volume control. I'm going to jack that up because it's very difficult. You cannot play Studio One song files through computer speakers. So we've had to kind of rig it up. It'll be kind of low, but you might get the whole idea just if you listen closely. All right, now automation would be, first thing you want to do, let's say you have got all your tracks up. I'm going to move this cursor up here to the song itself. You can move that cursor. I don't know if you can actually see the cursor, but I've just actually moved mine to up here in the bar, different bar range at the beginning of the song. And the song will start. And what I'm going to do is show you how to, let's say you were in the middle of a song as an example of your song, and you had in this case I'm using a dobro and a harmonica as an example. I use those two instruments a lot in my recordings, so I'm just going to use those as examples. You may want a solo rock and roll guitar player in the middle of your song someplace. In any event, you're going to have to bring him up somehow after your first or second verse, or your chorus, excuse me, wherever you might want to bring him up, and then bring him down after he's concluded his expertise, so to speak. And what you do to do that, now we'll do the dobro first. And what I'm going to automate this track. Right now they're both set at 0. The harmonica and the dobro, as you can see. The faders are all the way down. And I'm going to want this dobro to come up automatically, and I'm also going to want the harmonica to come up automatically after the dobro, and watch the dobro go down. It's a very simple concept, really. So we'll start with the dobro first. So I'm going to click on this dobro track right here. That highlights it to that sickly looking blue. And down right below the fader knob here, it says auto on and off right there. It says it on all the tracks, and it's just above your color code, where you can change the color of your track so that you'll know where it is. Excuse me. And what you want to do is click on that. Now again, we're talking about the dobro. So I'm going to hit this button right there, the one that says touch. Now, a lot of people don't know how to do this, and again, these discussions that I do on Presonus are basically for beginners and intermediates. The advanced can take care of themselves. All right, so you click on that and you'll see that this has turned a orange color. That means it's getting set to be automated. And then I'm going to go up here to the actual dobro track, which is also highlighted, but this time it's in white. And I'm going to right click on that highlighted area on that track, and I'm going to bring my cursor down to where it says show hide automation, and I'm going to click that so that it's now on. You'll know that automation is on when this gray bar comes up, and it's no longer like your channel mode, record, monitors, mute, and solo. So it has a different appearance. In other words, this is what you want to see, this bar right here. That means this track is now hot for automation. Now I'm going to go ahead and click play. This track right here will turn into a line, and all you'll see is a vacant track with a line on it. Okay, let's try that. Now if I want to automate this track, and I want this dobro to come up right here, right now I just move the fader up, and as you can see the line has come up, and you can hear the dobro, although vaguely. And now I would want the dobro to come down as an example. Then I would just move the fader down. And as you can see, the fader had went gone. So moving it up and down, these are the automated parts you're creating. Now I'll stop that and I'll run it back. And you'll see that the lines have come up. Now, if you wanted to delete both of these, all you would have to do, let's say you got it too hot, all you'd have to do is hit Control Z, which we're going to do right here on the second one. Now, if I hit Control Z, it'll take out this first line. And as you can see, it's cleared it. That's how you would start over, basically. But as you can see, we've come up here. We've increased the volume of our dobro and then decreased the volume of the dobro where we wanted it to go out. I hope this makes sense. It makes perfect sense to me. Excuse me. And this is what's going to happen when you play this track now, because it's set on automation. Now, if you watch this fader right here, because you have it on touch, let's take this piano off touch so you don't get confused. And to take it off touch or add it, I just turn it off right there, auto off. I accidentally put the piano on automation. All right, now I'm going to hit play. I don't really know if you can hear this all that well, and believe me, these are just incredibly, I just threw these pots up really fast just so I can demonstrate automation. You'll watch this fader right here, and it'll go up and it will come down automatically where I indicated. And now it'll come back down. And now you've basically learned how to operate your faders automatically, and that applies to all tracks. So let's take this automation out real quick. And you can do that just by hitting Control Z. And now you've only taken out the first one. Now you want to take out the second part, which is this part right here. So you'd hit Control Z again. Now, I'm going to run this again, and I'm just going to go up and down real fast. And we're just going to assume we're going to put in another solo right after that one. So I'll hit play again, so bear with me. Now this is assuming you had this very, now of course the solo is not quite that short, obviously, that's a couple of bars, but assuming this went you know, 17, 16, 18, 20 bars down the road here. And then you wanted the second soloist to come in. And in this case, we'll call the second soloist not a guitar. I'm going to use the harmonica here. And we're going to do the same thing. Now you can see here that the harmonica track is now highlighted. This fader will work automatically now because it's pretty much set on touch. Now you cannot take it off touch if you want it to work when you're mixing or in your final mix. So we're going to do the same exact thing with the harp. I'm going to click on auto on to set it to touch. Now you can see they're both set to touch. I'm highlighted here with the harp. I'm going to right click. I'm going to go down and show the automation. Now you don't see it yet. Hard to see my cursor in the yellow band. Let's change that color. Alright, now you can see the cursor a little better. Sorry about that. As you can see, we have our gray bar just like we did previously on the dobro. And I'm going to do the same thing. Now let's assuming this was a long solo track and there was a second guitarist in the program and he was going to start playing and you wanted him to come in right after this solo. You would just do it right there. Yeah, that's where you bring up your track and I'll demonstrate. Here we go. Hit play. Solo comes up, goes down, bring this one up, bring it down. Let me just hit rewind. It'll mode. As you can see, both of them are there. Now, let's watch the faders on both of them now. Now, your dobro is going to come up and your harmonica is going to come up right after the dobro goes down. That's automating two tracks. Let's take a look. It's actually quite simple. It's a little confusing at first, I know, for especially beginners, but you'll figure it out as you go along. Now the dobro track will come up, it'll go back down, and then the harmonica track goes up at the same time. Comes back down. Let's see that one more time. It's actually very self-explanatory, but just watch these faders. Don't watch the lines. Here we go. Fader 1 comes up, goes down. Fader 2 comes up, goes down. Now you could have these soloists playing at the same time as well, so there's different combinations that you could actually use. It really just depends on your experience and what you want to come up and what you don't want to come up, when you want it to come down, etc. You're really at the mercy of your imagination. So that's basically how you would automate a track. As simple as this demonstration is, it's what we do in the studio all the time on a very professional level, except again, we don't use our fingers like the old days. We use automation such as this. It's a little tricky to get used to, but you'll find that it's very useful when it comes to your solos. One other trick is, let's say you wanted something to come in incredibly fast. I mean, just straight in, no fade in, which is what these are. This is a fade in, and this is basically a fade down. Same with this track here. I'll just pick the 12 string here just out of the blue just to demonstrate. We can see the 12 string is now highlighted. Here it is in that sickly blue. I'll turn the automation on. I'll also go up here and do the same thing before, show animation. Now I'm going to show you, basically, I'm going to make this one yellow so I can see it, or red, excuse me. And I'm going to show you how to bring it up instantly. It's actually quite simple. Let's say you wanted a guitar part to come in instantly, and you didn't want it to fade in or fade out. You just would hit play. Let's run this back a little bit. So we have basically a blank area. And now it's going to play. I'm only concerned with this 12 string right here. And just watch what we do. All you do is you be ready on right where you want your 12-string or electric guitar or harmonica player or barking dog to come in, and you would just immediately jump just by clicking to the top. Or you can pick a level and just jump to it, as you can see there. And I'll show you how it's done. Just hit play. And you can see it's come up straight up, and you can do the same thing coming down. It's actually very simple, and as you can see, it's come straight down. Now these are two little tricks that you're definitely going to want to see. It went straight up and straight back down. That means it came in instantly and it went out instantly. There is no fade at all. And this is also very helpful at times. To some people, you don't really want to fade up over somebody's vocal, so you might want to just jump in right after they finish the last breath of that all-important verse. All right, that's basically automation. You have to fool around with it a little while, a couple days. You'll figure it out. It really works well. We do this in the studio every single time we're in there in some fashion. I hope this has helped. Again, it's for the beginners and intermediates. The advanced can take care of themselves. And until next time, have a great time. And check out Guthrie Thomas on YouTube. Just type in my name, or gtpix.com, or guthrieThomas.com. Thanks for dropping by. Adios.
It's gonna be a long time from now, but I'm gonna find my dream somehow, some way, someday. I'm gonna find my dream someday. Gonna find it someday. Woo! I bet dreams are like the fairy tales that we can all find within ourselves. And we all know that our dreams just might get broken. Yes, dreams get broken. Why do dreams get broken? And now when you're down on your luck and you can't take it one more day, you just dream again, and your dreams will guide your way. Here we go! And now when you're down on your luck and you can't take it one more day, you just dream again, and your dreams will guide your way. It's gonna be a long time from now, but I'm gonna find my dream somehow, some way, someday. Yes, I'm gonna find my dream someday. Gonna find my dream someday. Our dreams are like the fairy tales that we all find within ourselves. And we all know that our dreams just might get broken. Yes, dreams get broken. Why do dreams get broken? And when you're down on your luck and you can't take it one more day, you just dream again, and dreams will guide your way. It's gonna be a long time from now, but I'm gonna find my dream somehow, some way, someday. I'm gonna find my dream someday. I'm gonna find it.